So for this discussion, we'll be talking about careers, and I have two veterans with me today, Wesley Meserol and David Walters. First, I would like to thank you all for coming and for your service to our country. So I would like to start off with asking you with what your position was in the military.
Okay, I was a 2A3A, who was a tactical aircraft mechanic, and was in the Air Force, and I learned how to work on airplanes. So,
I was a hospital corpsman in the Navy. I did everything from working the pharmacy to order supplies, make glasses the last few years I was in, and I was a career counselor.
And starting with Mr. Meserol, would you describe your position as more of a job or a career?
Totally a career. A job is something that you don't want to do. The way I view it is something you don't want to do. You wake up every day, you just go, you punch in, you do your job, and you punch out. A career is something that you devote your life to, essentially, a large part of your life to, that you enjoy, and you'll put your heart and soul into. And you do it every day. There's hard times and there's good times, but pretty much with a smile on your face. So, a career.
Okay. I would say I had days that were jobs. As a whole, it was a career. I enjoyed it. I wouldn't change anything. I really found a passion in doing the career counseling where I got to help people more. But there were certain days that it was jobs for me.
Mm-hmm. And that being said, did you join the military with the mindset of wanting to get a career, or did you join it more just because you wanted to help your nation?
I come from a long history, family members that are in the military, and initially I didn't want to join. It wasn't for me. I always thought it was their thing, but I wanted to travel. I wanted to get some life experience, some education, always to support the nation, but I had things that I wanted to use serving the country to get, and then after I did 4, I liked it so much that I decided to stay, and then I liked it so much more I stayed, and here I am now, after 20, so.
And that's kind of the way it turned out for me. Is I didn't have a whole lot of direction of what I wanted to do. I knew I didn't want to go to college and waste the first semester. So I went in the Navy. I thought if I could serve the country, I could help my fellow men at the same time and kind of get my feet under me, probably right up until the 10-year mark. I wasn't sure if I was going to stay in or not. And then it really, the last part where you get up there, you can really make a difference and you can help people out more. You can have more of a say in what goes on. It really became a passion. I was very sorry to have to leave after 20.
Mm-hmm. So after separating from the military, did you find it hard to find a job?
It is somewhat difficult finding a job after. Me personally, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do, if I wanted to stay in the aviation industry or switch, and somewhere in the process of searching for a job, I decided to switch, and I'm learning film and editing, actually. I've always dreamed about making movies, and so I'm going to use my education funds to get a degree in filmmaking and then pursue a career in filmmaking. So
that's great. That's awesome. I have a little bit different. I wanted to go back to school. I was kind of challenged when I was in because from where I was from, you're not educated. So I went into the college. I used my GI Bill and I went and got my bachelor's degree, and that led to a master's degree, and then working on teaching certification where I can actually teach and help other people.
For those of us who don't know what the GI Bill is, could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. When I went in, you had to donate a portion of your paycheck, and then after a certain time, they would help pay for your college. Now, they pay for your college. You go in, and it's a college benefit where there's a certain amount of money that they will pay for your college. And you get a stipend to live on if you're in during certain conflicts. You get a stipend to live on while you're going to college. And that's what made it where I could actually go to the University of New Haven, is because they actually accepted that, and they had a bump up, like a boost to that, to where they covered what the GI Bill didn't.
the Yellow Ribbon Program.
Yellow Ribbon, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yellow Ribbon Program.
Mm-hmm. And what kind of skills did you guys acquire during your experiences in the military? Do you think that kind of helped you with your career or jobs now?
Skills, it's there's the hard skills that you learn when they teach you for whatever trade. So aircraft mechanic, they taught me mechanics. They taught me hydraulics and changing engines and stuff like that. But the soft skills, the ones that transfer to any career, discipline, time management, professionalism, the list is really endless. But I think those ones are absolutely amazing and make it so anybody leaving the military can almost walk into any job and still have a great base to start with, a good foundation.
Yeah, what I found useful is that you can work with anybody. As in the military, you work with people from all over the world. You work from different sexes. You work from people with different backgrounds, different education levels. So someone that comes out of the military, they're equipped and they're ready and able to work with anyone that they come in contact with, and they can really be an asset to a workspace like that.
I know specifically you work with school kids. How has that transition been? Has it been interesting?
It's been great. I've learned that you can't change all people. I learned that in the military, and you have to find out what motivates certain people to do certain things. And you have to get everybody on board as a team so that we're all moving in the same direction, and make sure and project to them why this is worthwhile to them.
And before we end, do you guys have anything to say for someone who might be interested in going into the military?
Yes, of course. If you're interested in the military, I would say look at all branches because each one is different and offers different career paths. Some of them, they're the same. There's medical in each branch, and there's mechanics in each branch, and so on and so forth. But look at them all. I do a lot of research. I did a lot of research before I made my decision. And then when you go, if you decide, go in with a plan of what you want to do and what you want to make of it. And definitely don't leave the military without a bachelor's degree. I would say that right from the get-go. They offer schooling while you're in, and then besides the GI Bill when you get out. So that'd be it.
So I would just echo that to do your research and find out. I don't like sleeping on the ground. I went in the Navy. I didn't want to sleep on the ground. So find out if you're an outdoorsy type person and you love being in the outdoors, maybe the Army or Marines are what's for you. So definitely do your background and find out where they're going to take you and what you want to do in the military.
Thank you guys so much for coming, and once again, thank you for your service.
Thanks for having us.
us.